Hey, okay. So again, we finished the wires and the moment of truth. We should be able to connect the keyboard. I'm going to remove the connector. Is much easier this way because otherwise I can fold terminals. So now I'm going to pick up a keyboard over here and let's give it power. Good. So you see here the double A. Very well. So now, guess what? We pick up the letter B. It's the famous 32. I'm gonna bring now the page with the codes over here. So again, we pick the letter A, and the letter A is 1C. We need to see. I'm gonna bring the other one over here. So let me change the arrangement just a bit. We're going to have them like that. Okay, like that. So right now, let's say we're going to pick the letter U. Right here is 3C. We're going to pick the letter V, is 2A. We're going to pick the letter X, 22. We're picking the number 1, is 16. Okay. We're going to pick the number 6, is 36. So it's working fine. One more, letter G, 34. The letter P. Okay, so for D, this is D. That's it, working fine. Next thing to do, we're going to now connect the outputs of the shift registers directly to the 2 hexadecimal digits of the Texas Instruments. Okay, let's see how to do this. I put the keyboard aside. I shut the power down because connection should not be done with the power on. I'm going to disconnect the keyboard for a while, okay, to allow easy wiring. And by leaving the 2 7-segment displays already connected, we're going to now try to wire the 2 digits. So for these ones, they have these are packages with 14 terminals, even if not all of them are connected. So some pins are missing, it doesn't matter. So now what do we need? The VCC is on the pin 1. So I'm going to connect, the pin 1 is right here. This is the VCC. For the LEDs, and for the logic, we also have to use orange wires. The logic is right here on the pin 14, and the logic also is going to be energized from 5 volt. So far so good. Then we need a ground. The ground is right here on the pin 7. So I'm going to use blue wires I have at hand. They are good for the ground. So anywhere I find the ground, I'm going to plug them. And then what else do we have? There are 2 control terminals, the strobe input and the blanking input, pins 5 and 8. I just don't need to use them right now. So for that reason, I'm going to connect them to the ground. Okay. So I said pins 5 and 8. Okay, pin 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the ground, and 8, which is over here, also to the ground. And I'm trying to do the same for the second package. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the closest ground, which is over here, and 8 to the closest ground. So I finished with the control terminals. Now the only is not the only remaining thing. I have the decimal points. So the decimal points, they have to be connected over resistors. So I'm going to look for the resistor only for let's say I'm going to not connect them over right now, just to see the numerical values. So then I have to connect the inputs A, B, C, D. So they're going to come from the same outputs of the shift registers, or from the inputs of the decoders for the 7 segments. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some wires, let's say 4 different colors. Okay, so then I'm going to have the input A is on the pin 3. This one, if I pick up the closest pin 3, the decoder is going to be the pin 7 of it. Okay, very good. So then the B is going to be the pin 2, and is going from the pin 1 of the decoder over here. Okay, C is going to be 13, and this is coming from the pin 2 of the decoder, over here. And finally D is on the pin 12, and this is coming from the pin 6 of the decoder. So 7, 6. Okay, one is wired. Now there is one more. So what do I need? Blue, orange, yellow, green. Blue, orange, yellow, green. Okay, so then to respect the same colors, I'm gonna put this one on 2. I'm gonna put the, it's not an orange, I'm gonna use an orange. Very well. So then the orange is on 3. Okay, then I'm going to have the yellow on the 12 and the green on 13. Very well. So the blue, the pin 2 is the B, and the B was the pin 1 of the decoder. Okay, the orange is the A, and A is coming from the pin 7 of the decoder. Pin 7 is over here. On the other side, pin 13, which is C, is coming from the pin 2 of the decoder. And D, the pin 12, is coming from the pin 6 of the decoder. Pin 6, which is, let me see, D, the pin 6 of the decoder. So then I did a mistake. QA, so A is coming up the pin 7. So this is the pin 6, which is here, and 7 is that. Okay, if everything was right, we're going to see it right away. We apply power. Do not forget to reconnect our keyboard. Very well. So now we apply power. Hey, take a look. It's AA here, and it's AA on special symbols over there. So then we pick up our dusty keyboard and we type again. We start with something we already know. D is 32. Take a look, 32 here, 32 over there. And then we have the whole list again. Remember, the list is over here. And the symbols for the 7-segment displays over here. Okay? So we take a look. If we type, let's say, the letter L we didn't pick up before, is 4B. The letter L is 4B. And we can see here 4B and 4B. We pick up the letter G, is 34. We can see on both a nice 34. But then we type the number 2, is 1E. Okay, the number 2 is 1E. 1E, one special symbols. Okay, we try a couple of more because we are excited now, it's working fine. 7, the number 7 is 3D. Number 7, 3D, we read it here, 3D. But you see, the hexadecimal digits are obviously a bit nicer because you can clearly see displayed the letters A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so 3D. We pick up a couple of more. Let's say the letter U is 3C. This is 3C according to the special symbols. And if we pick, for instance, the number 8, the number 8 is 3E, and 3E is easy to see. 3E and 3E. We pick up V, is 2A, okay? And V over here is 2A, exactly 2A. See, so both are working just fine at this moment. We combine both projects in one. We can drive directly the hexadecimal digits, and if we don't have them, we have the cheap and very easy to find the 7-segment displays, any of them. But of course, we have to understand the symbols associated, which are coming from the specs of the package. Okay. So if we pick different symbols, we're going to find, if we start from A, 1C, B 32, C 21, D 23, you can see them on both, okay? E 24, these are very easy. J, okay, because J is 3B, okay, 3B here, 3B there, okay. What else? M is 3A, yeah, easy to read, okay. S is 1B, very easy to read. So the project is working fine. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and see you for the next one. Bye bye.